You saw the clip, didn't you, of Devin Haney? He was on some guy's podcast, and the guy was like a bodybuilder type. And this clip went a little bit viral. Now, I'll say before, I don't know who this bloke is. He's obviously got a platform and whatnot and whatever. I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he has a background in combat sport. I would be under the assumption through looking at the shape of him that he probably doesn't, that he's more of a bodybuilder type. But he's talking to Devin Haney, and he's basically saying to Devin Haney that he said they're debating who are winning the street fight. And he's saying to Devin Haney, like, I know you beat me in a boxing match, but in a street fight. And Devin Haney's like, yeah, but listen, like, what you've got to understand is when you're coming for me, you're thinking, oh, you're so small, I'm going to fold you in half, I'm going to wrestle me. You've got to get to me. You'll get landed on a few times on the way in. Whose side of the fence would you be more on? Because personally, I watched that and I thought that bloke made himself look like an idiot there. Devin Haney ain't going to go to that bloke, I'd out bench pressure. He ain't beating Devin Haney even in a street fight.
See, the way I initially viewed it, I thought the guy was either like something to do with jiu-jitsu or like MMA. And that's why I was just like, you know what, Devin Haney's got too much confidence. Yeah. Because let's have it right. If it's just a stand-up boxing, toe-to-toe, Haney's going to box his ears off.
You've got somebody, it's a wrestling match, and he is saying to do with MMA.
Yeah. But I mean, again, look, you know, I'm about to say all this, but then like, you kind of think like, well, as I say, if he's like got MMA background rather, he takes him down, he gets him on the ground, it's a different fight then. But if he's just sort of like, you know, your average Joe who's had a couple of fights down his local boozer, then he's going to get fucking tanked.
Yeah, because Devin Haney said to him, and this is why I don't believe he has. I could be under this assumption and I could be wrong. The reason I don't believe he has is Devin Haney says to him, have you been hit before? Yeah. Devin Haney's on the guy's podcast, so if he's got a history in combat sport, Devin Haney's probably not going to ask him the question, have you been hit before?
Yeah, it's true.
So the fact that Devin Haney said to him, have you been hit before? And he was like, yeah, I've been hit and whatever. And it's like, yeah, no, you don't realise. Like, I'm going to sound big-headed here. Do you know the amount of juice heads that have rolled in the gym and I've rolled them back out? You know what I mean? It's literally like, mate, I have not got a grain of sand on Devin Haney before people try and whatever. But I'm saying, I'm making the comparison to myself. Mate, like, you can put all these muscles on you. You can't put them on a chin. And one thing I would say is, it's very easy to go, the guy said, look at the size of your legs, man. I just take your legs. And it's like, yeah, but you're only looking at the end product. You're looking at the icing on top of the cake, which is the hands. What you don't realise is these athletes, these boxers have elite footwork. They've got better fucking footwork than ballet dancers. Lomachenko did traditional Ukrainian dance for years. I see that. And you look at the fact that Lomachenko had the best footwork in the amateurs for a decade or whatever, These boxers, mate, what, you think some big, like, muscled up geezer going down, the one thing he's going to do is, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to look at your legs. Is this set in boxing? I'll look at someone's body and jab to their head. You know what I mean? Like, this bloke's going to look down at your legs, whatever. Devin Haney would be out of there by then, out to the side, boom, chopped down. That thing for me was like, you know, when you're watching it and I'm like, oh, shut up, man. I'm sure plenty of people that don't do boxing were watching it. And from the exact same other side, we're looking at Devin Haney and it's like,
I think size is a factor. You can't deny that it is a factor. It's only a massive factor if the smaller guy doesn't know how to do anything. No. If the smaller guy is just a smaller guy, then he's going to get fucking beaten up because the other guy's going to be able to just use brute strength. The other guy's not going to know how to maneuver and do whatever. So of course, size plays. But if you've got somebody that's been training since they were a small child, they've got a particular set of skills, and I guess they're very taken to right now, but you've got a very particular set of skills. And if you can't catch them and you're big, eventually you're going to get tired. Once you get tired, you're going to get tired. The
word you just used there was eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually suggests it will take a long time.
Oh, no.
It won't take that long.
No. But eventually,
we've got 2-3 attempts of trying to catch them before you're knackered.
We all know how a real fight lasts. A real fight lasts no more than like a minute, if you're lucky. I mean, I'm gassing out after 25 seconds. You know what I mean? It's just like, if I can't get you down, then we're in for, you know, a horrible, painful night for me. But it's not going to last that long, and eventually you're going to get tired because every time you swing big, you put in all your power and you're trying to take that man's head off. It takes energy. Yep. And eventually, if you then, you know, you get tired, lethargic, you're not guarding, just that one sweet shot that you don't see, shit, I've just dropped him there. And then not a lot of people realise that. But yeah, at first when I watched it, I thought, oh, mate, Haney's talking out of tune here. Because I thought the guy was in it. But obviously, as you're saying it there now, is obviously that question is, it's like...
Mate, if he was an ex-MMA fighter, even if he wasn't big, even if you... I will openly say... And this is coming from someone who dedicated like 8 years of their life to boxing, I'd openly say like a wrestler does beat a boxer. There's always say it happens 10 times, I'd say probably like 1 in 5 times, or maybe even more, you know, 2 out of 5 times, the boxer catches the wrestler on the way in.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
lands something, yeah. But I'd say more often than not, the wrestler, because he's elite at doing so,
Yeah.
probably does take the boxer down.